Egypt is called the gift of the Nile. The river winds through Egypt, carving a fertile path from south to north. It's the reason there is any life at all in this otherwise desert country, because it's the only source of water for 80 million people. Today, Egypt faces a crisis. There simply isn't enough water. Growth along the river, both in Egypt and in the 9 other countries it passes through, means increased demand on a limited resource. It's a situation which has sparked warnings from the Egyptian government, international water experts, and U.S. intelligence agencies, who warn that there is a potential threat of war over water in the region. The United Nations projects that by the year 2025, the amount of water Egypt receives will be reduced by 20%. This looming crisis has the potential to pull apart the very fabric of Egyptian life. From the fishermen whose livelihoods depend on the Nile, to the farmers who use the Nile's water to irrigate their crops, to the city dwellers whose taps may run dry. It's a crisis that could threaten Egypt's very existence.
The water supply is limited, absolutely limited.
Richard Tutwiler is a professor specializing in natural resource management at the American University in Cairo.
This country is one of those very few countries in the world that has no rainfall whatsoever to speak of, and is dependent on a source of water, of renewable water that's coming from somewhere else, from neighbors. And yet, the demand for that water is unlimited and is increasing, and by that I mean the human population of the country is growing. So we're adding about 100,000 people every 3 weeks.
Egypt's population is mushrooming. It has increased by 41% since the early 1990s, which compounds the problem: not enough water.
If you've got it, watch it. If you don't, call your TV provider to get HDNet today.